Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, this is ScrapMan bringing you another episode of Scrap Mechanic, and we are back in the Spud gun update doing some experiments, playing with different ways to use the Spud guns. Last time we worked on decoupling. This time we're going to be doing Spud wave tables. Some of you may remember in the piston playground when the pistons came out, I made this thing, and this spawned a whole bunch of ideas, which is a piston wave table, which essentially creates waves. Now, I'm essentially going to do the same kind of concept, but with Spud guns. So the Spud guns are going to be triggered in a line, and then we can actually make different patterns and stuff, depending on how we route the connections. Like, we can make a whole, 16 by 16 wall of Spud guns, and then have it go, in, a circle down to the center. We could have it go row by row. So there's a lot of different possibilities we could do with that. And they're going to set up destructible walls in front of them, and then watch the walls get destroyed in waves. So that is kind of the plan for this episode, but there's also some testing I want to do with this. I don't know how many I don't know if Spud guns lag or anything. I don't know how much lag they cause when they're shooting versus when they're not shooting. So we're going to do an experiment to see, is there a limit to the Spud guns when it comes to the game resources? And that's going to kind of guide our restrictions on how big we can make these things. Also, I've heard that the Spud gun destruction isn't reliable when they're firing simultaneously, which is also a reason I want to do waves, but I kind of want to just see it in action. I'm going to set up a 16 by 16 wall of cardboard, and then I'm going to set up a 16 by 16 wall of all Spud guns. I'm going to have them fire at the same time at the wall, and if Spud guns worked perfectly, the entire wall should disappear. But I think there's an issue with Spud guns hitting at the same time where not all blocks get destroyed. So that's what we're going to find out. All right, so this is going to be the time-consuming thing about this is going to be, oh, wow. Now I just realized 16 by 16 is actually a lot. It's going to be like 256 Spud guns, which leaves me with 256 connections. All right, you know what? I'm going to have to, in order to make this easier, I'm going to do it one row at a time. And then we're going to hook up that row, and then we're going to duplicate it 16 times. I think that'll be the easiest. All right, so here's one row. We got all 16 Spud guns hooked up to that logic switch. So that way, we're only going to have 10 things to hook up once we have... Oh, no, 16 things to hook up once we have the entire wall welded here. All right, here we are. I've got 16 rows of Spud guns spawned in here. So now we just got to weld them one on top of the other, just like this. Okay, apparently I was a little reckless in my welding, and I didn't actually weld them all centered, so we have things sticking out like this. So I think this is the easy solution. I just gotta delete the ones on this side and add them to the other side, and it won't be too many connections to add. This is what I get for not paying attention and just rushing through things. All right, 16 by 16 wall of Spud gun is successfully built. Now we just gotta hook it up to be powered by a switch. So I just gotta hook this switch up to all these 16 logic gates, and we should be able to fire them all simultaneously, I hope. All right, so first test, let's just make sure they all fire. Oh, look at that. That's awesome looking. Especially since, they all hit the ground at, a different time. Actually, I kind of want to put this thing on an auto fire so I can go over there and watch it happen. All right, here we go. Oh, it lags. Oh, no. Oh, no, I gotta turn it off. I'm frozen. Turn it off. Turn it off, please. This is bad. This is not good. Did we break it? I think we broke it. It's weird because it didn't lag at all on the single fire, but apparently repeating it, oh no. I never saved this. And the switch is on, meaning if I spawn back in this world, it's gonna be on. This is really bad. I'm gonna have to build this thing all over again. Whoa, it's going so, no, oh, I missed my opportunity. I got distracted. All right, I have to pay attention now. It's gonna give me a second of frames as it shoots, and then it's gonna lag again. Now, I'm wondering what is the lag? Is it the collisions with the potatoes with the ground? Or is it just the firing animation? Okay, I've decided to force quit, and I'm hoping that when I spawn back in this world, it'll give me enough frames before it lags to turn this thing off. I don't know how this is gonna go. All right, here's the moment of truth. Are we gonna have enough frames to turn this thing off before it breaks our game again? Come on. Oh, I didn't know that. Apparently switches are automatically off after you leave a world. This is excellent. We can play again. We're going to just delete these, and that way we should just be able to press the switch and it goes on once again. Okay. Oh, there we go. Now, yeah, if I press it rapidly, it starts to, oh wait, now I'm frozen. Why am I frozen? Stop it. Some weird audio going on. All right. Okay, the game definitely processes the spud guns in a way that just, you can't repeat it. You can't do it too much with too many at a time. Okay, anyway, the whole purpose of building this thing was to make a 16 by 16 wall in front of this and see what happens. So if I drag this out, this should match up perfectly. Okay, so what's your hypothesis? Is the whole thing should get destroyed if spud guns worked exactly as planned. But I'm predicting that not all of these are going to get destroyed. I just want to see how much of an effect this might have. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. What? It totally worked. I did not, for some reason, I did not expect it to actually work. Is that consistent? Here's a way to test it. We're gonna have a couple of rows, so we can just test it one after another. All right, here we go. Oh, whoops! I didn't attach all 3 rows. That was my bad. Anyway, let's see what happens with this. Whoa! Oh, hold on a second. Maybe there's a difference. Let's see what the front looks like. No, it seems to be working. This is interesting. This is actually not what I was expecting. Huh. All right, I want to do this again. We're going to put like 5 rows here, and this time we're going to make sure they're all actually attached. And let's go through all 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, apparently I only did 4 rows. Okay, this is actually not what I was expecting. But we have the issue when we use all of them at the same time. They just lag the game out if we have them on automatic. So now I want to do a test. We're going to do the same thing. And what I'm going to do is wire... This is going to be a lot more time consuming because each one of these spud guns needs to have a logic gate on it. I'm going to have it go in a wave, row by row, from top to bottom. And we're going to see if we can do that and have it like kind of repeat so we can go through a couple layers thick of a wall. Okay, so here we have a row of spud guns that should actually already work. Oh, look at that. Look how fast that goes too. Oh, I want to watch it. Hold on. All right. This is going to be cool. So now what I can do is I can duplicate this, and in order to create a row that goes back and forth, I just got to make sure I flip it upside down every single time. And that way it'll go one way, then the other way, then the other way. And yeah, we should have this. I'm just going to paint it with some indicators. Green is going to be the starting point. Red is going to be the ending point. So now I got to go green to red, and then I got to weld green over here to red, and this should make things go quickly. All right, here we are. All 16 are spawned in. Now I just have to make sure that I weld these the right way. So they should alternate green, red, green, red, green, red. Okay, here it is. So we got green going down to red, which has to go down to this row, which has to go down to this row, which has to go down to this row, and so on. All right, and we are all hooked up, so now this should go kind of like that, like what I just did with my mouth. It's gonna do that. All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was so satisfying. Oh. I sort of have an interesting idea. So now I kind of want to try. Let's do the repeater. But the weird thing is that the repeater is going to go faster than when it completes the entire thing. So I'm wondering, is this going to lag the game? I don't know. This might be, we might have to put a timer in this. All right, so I am just a little bit worried about this lagging the game. But let's see what happens. Oh, look at all of those. Oh no, it's lagging. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. We made a mistake. We've made a mistake. Oh no. Yes, it's off. I may have accidentally clicked it again. I hope I didn't click it again. We're just gonna let it run through. Come on. Please tell me I didn't click it again. Okay, we're back. So now what I want to do is try to make it so that it goes in a perfect, like, cycle. So that when the last one finishes firing, the first one starts again. But, I'm not that familiar with the logic, so it's going to take me a little bit to figure out. Alright, I think I figured it out. So I think I made this with a kill switch. So this has to be... If I trigger this, it does nothing. If I turn it on, it triggers it. And if this switch is on, it should cycle back through automatically. Yes. And if I turn the switch off, it should stop at the end of the cycle. Yes! Okay, I figured it out. Oh, this would be so much easier if I, like, you know, went to programming school and, like, learned logic officially rather than having to think through it from scratch every time. But, hey, I was able to figure it out on my own, so I'm proud of that. Okay, so now, let's actually have the satisfying part of the video here where we get to destroy something in a wave. I'm just gonna do it with one wall first. All right, there we go. Wait, some of them didn't get destroyed. Why is this happening now? Hold on. All right, I'm gonna frame it. So this is the frame, right? That should get destroyed. All right, I'm gonna do it from the other side. Here we go. All right, it worked that time. I have no idea why it wouldn't work the other time. You know what I want to do? I want to put myself in between the wall and the guns and see if it does my outline. I wonder what my outline looks like. Do you think it's just a block? It's probably just a block. Here, I'm actually going to make this a little bit longer so I have like a platform here. Oh, this is where the video is going to get fun. All right, so I'm just going to put this right here. Let's just do a test to make sure that they all actually hit. All right, looking good. All right, cool. All right, they all hit. So now I'm gonna stand on it like this, and then we should block a portion of the potatoes, the spuds, and that should draw our outline. All right, now I'm just gonna be able to hit the switch from here. There it goes. There it goes. Here it goes. Oh no. Oh, I can't turn it off. Oh, well, here's my outline. I can't turn it off from here. So this is what my character apparently looks like. That's kind of funny. Oh, I can watch it from the third person point of view. Why didn't I do that? All right, now it's going to destroy it. All right, so I'm just going to make a bunch of layers here. And we're going to watch this thing with me standing in front of it from the third person view. And that way we're going to have like a 3-dimensional cutout of our character. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Huh? Oh, I didn't actually turn this switch on. There we go. I should put that stuff more accessible. You know what? I'm gonna do that right now. There we go. Now we can control it from here. All right. Ready, aim, fire. I wonder if it matters which way I'm facing. Look at it go. It's working. I think everything's working. Is that the last row? No, we still have a couple more rows left, or maybe one row left. I don't know. There's the last row. Oh, I gotta stop it now. I forgot to stop it. There we go. And there's our way too 3-dimensional character. Oh, it looks like if I turn, it probably changes the hitboxes. So I was turning a little bit, so some things got hit and others didn't. All right, so that is the row by row design. So now I'm going to completely rewire this to be circular. So it goes, oh wait, no, that doesn't work, does it? Because once we detach it from the bottom and all around all the sides, it's gonna collapse unless we have a middle support. Or we go from the middle to the outside. What do you guys think? I mean, we could do both. It's just gonna take extra time to hook everything up. So now we gotta build that again, but this time we actually can't have it pre-wired because we need to wire from the center outward. So we're gonna have to unhook all of these logic connections to each other and just build a 16 by 16 wall of just unhooked up logic connections. All right, here it is. So now we need to find the center and circle our way. Oh, this is actually going to be really difficult to do now that I think about it. We're going to have to just like circle our way out of here. So, oh wow, this is really hard to actually see what I'm doing. So I think we just gotta keep going like this, out and out and out. This is really disorienting. Okay, I'm really worried that I may have missed a single connection or a couple of connections somewhere because it was really hard to do this consistently, but I think it starts right here. Yeah. All right, it starts right there, so I'm actually going to paint that as our green so we know. So now let's just do a quick test here. Oh, I can't even see it. I can't even... There it is. When I press this button, all of them should fire in a circle. Was that all of them? No. Okay, there we go. All right, that wasn't so bad. It's actually kind of easy to see once they all light up. All right, so now we need to make the thing again of having it turn on and off. All right, here we go. We have it fully functional. You can see it goes all the way around in a circle. So now we just have to build a thing that won't fall apart once it starts carving out the outsides. All right, well, I'm just curious. I want to see what happens if we don't have this thing supported on all sides. And here we go. That's interesting. We literally missed one block on the bottom somehow, and that actually allowed it to stay up the whole time. Let's try that again. Why did we miss the one block? Is it an accuracy thing, do you think? All right, here we go. It's the same block. Oh, I got it that time. Wait, why would the same block happen twice in a row? Here, let's do two layers. Let's watch what happens with 2 layers. All right, here we go. Okay, the first row was successful. Wait, what happened there? Okay, there's some weird inconsistencies going on, but I thought of something amazing. In the piston wave table experiments, we had the wave rooms, and one of them was a rainbow wave room. So what I'm thinking is what might be really satisfying to watch is different colored walls get exposed bit by bit as we actually go through circularly from the center out. So let's do this. All right, here we go. So this should be really fun to watch. We're gonna carve through a rainbow slab, middle to outside. In 3, 2, 1, go. Why is this block getting ignored? Did we miss a connection? We may have missed a connection here. It looks like we did. This is really weird. Oh, it's so satisfying to watch once it gets to the deeper colors. How did I miss that connection? All right, so somewhere in here is a missed connection. We can locate it by doing 1 round with a 2-layer wall here. All right, so it should stick out. There it is. All right, I see it. All right, so now we can coordinate it. 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one isn't being triggered. But why? Oh. Somehow that got disconnected from the actual cannon. So now we should be good. All right, I think we have it all now. Look at that. And go. It's like the most satisfying spud gun video I've ever made. Go. Oh, this is much better. This is a great view. I feel like it's one of those, like, most satisfying to watch videos. You can just watch it for, like, 10 hours straight. I should make, like, a 10-hour compilation of this, just, like, going through layer by layer by layer. I don't even have anything to say. I just want to watch it. All right, and there it goes. It's actually satisfying even just to watch the potatoes themselves. That's kind of funny. Here, let's look out in the front here. I love the sound that the potato makes. I almost called it a tomato. All right, well, there are just a couple of experiments of spud gun wavetables, inspired by the piston wavetables from when the piston update came out. Let me know if you have any other ideas of what you'd like to see. This is a little bit more time consuming on some of the aspects with the wiring, especially with this one, because I had to wire every single one individually. Couldn't do a welding shortcut for this. But let me know if you want to see more of this style of spud gun video, and if you do, what kind of satisfying patterns or concepts can you think of that you'd like to see? Leave that down in the comments below. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.